Now, here's the big story we should have led with.
Exactly right. At the National Press Club today, there's going to be a number of retired Air Force personnel who are going to say that they have witnessed with their own two eyes UFOs, unidentified flying somethings, over America's nuclear sites when they were posted there. And they did something, and they can't explain what, to the missile systems down below.
Yeah, so you're going to have 6 retired members of the military now at the National Press Club in D.C. They're going to say these incidents go back to 1967, 1980. Now, they don't have any recent episodes. That could be because these gentlemen have all been retired for some time, so they haven't been in the loop. But they all say the same thing, that when they noticed these situations happening, they were all told, you cannot say anything about this. But here's my question, guys. Why would aliens only be interested in our nuclear facilities?
Because they know...
Energy?
Yeah, they could be energy, or they might be saying, wow, this country over here looks really cool, and they seem to have the weapons, let's check it out. Let's say they were even more sophisticated than us, even more sophisticated than a Henry Kissinger.
Sure.
And let's say they actually shot beams of light. In 1980, evidently, they were saying they shot beams of light in an air base in England, where the RAF and we have a joint base. And they also saw a disc-like object flying around. They also parlay that into a book called UFOs, Generals, Pilots, and Government Officials that cite 120 retired and current officers who have had encounters with UFOs.
Sure. And if somebody ever steps off a UFO, or something, who would they, when they say, take me to your leader, who would that be? Would it be Barack Obama, the President of the United States? No. It would be somebody who has just been appointed to a post at the United Nations. Her name, Masla Othman, will head up the Office for Outer Space Affairs. There she is.
She's a physicist.
You're serious, right? We're now going to have... Okay.
Yeah.
They spotted a bunch of galaxies far away, and they believe it's revolving around the sun. Looks a lot like us. So they thought to themselves, sooner or later they're going to come over here. We need someone to... We don't want any confusion about who should represent us, so we've chosen this Malaysian.
Take them to her office.
Right. Evidently she knows a lot of languages and focuses on physics. Personally, I think we should get a vote in this. I think we should get somebody with a little bit of an attitude, maybe a Bobby Knight or a Rex Ryan, to kind of scare away other potential life forms.
Richard Dreyfuss was great in that movie.
He'd be
Close
excellent.
Encounters. Yeah, if he's available.
And a very good debater.
Sure. Okay.
We'll continue to debate that throughout the show. In the meantime, who should... Coming up today at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C., there's going to be an amazing announcement by 6 retired military personnel. What are they going to talk about? No, not military strategies about war. They say that they are going to confirm that they have seen UFOs throughout their careers, dating all the way back to 1967, and that they believe that these UFO craft, and whomever's inside of them, was tampering with nuclear sites that we have across the United States of America. There are 6 retired military personnel who are going to stand up there and say, we were told never to talk about this, but now we are.
And in fact, a couple of them have written some books and stuff like that. And we were reading, in the stuff we've seen so far about the testimony they've given and stories they've told, there's this one guy who said that he was in a bunker at, I think, a Minuteman site, and apparently some 30 to 50 foot wide disc was above one of these nuke missile sites. And, they were given the order, hey, protect, protect. And so suddenly the bells are ringing and stuff like that. And for some reason, the missile started malfunctioning. It never went off, obviously. But they think that for some reason, these discs from wherever have been tampering with our nukes.
Dwayne Aronson, Bruce Fenstermacher, Robert Jamerson, Patrick McDonough, Jerry Nelson, Bob Salas, all officers, all are saying the same story about different incidents. Some served at different times. So there's a book out there. There's over 100 officers who claim the same thing. So this intelligence life, if this is indeed the case, and if that is the case, we'll lead with it tomorrow. They have identified us as the place to be, which is good for us.
Well, the United Nations knows that they're going to be doing this press conference today because now they're going to appoint a Earth contact ambassador for those aliens. Her name is Masla Othman, and she's going to be known as the leader of the Office for Outer Space Affairs.
This is great.
Seriously, UNUSA. This woman is now saying, look, we should be prepared for any of these encounters, and so now the United Nations is going to be funding this.
I'm, if I, for one, just hope whoever encounters us friendly. Just wants to talk. But Masla is the perfect person for this because she's a scientist. She's from Malaysia.
Right.
And she's not somebody who's going to put their personality first.
Sure.
She's going to go into the background and just speak for Earth in general.
You're right.
And when people, oftentimes aliens, what's the first thing they'll say? Take me to your leader.
Right.
At least we could go, Moslem, they're asking for you.
Sure.
Ring her bell, and even if it's the middle of the night, she's told to pick up.
But what if
you, the ambassador?
I would like to represent Moslem to another from another planet.
Not a bad
I like to
idea.
represent the Earth.
What if
Somehow.
a spacecraft from another entity
Yes.
came here looking for intelligent life?
Right.
What if they accidentally went to Washington, D.C.?
That would be a shame.
Yeah.
Because they'd have to keep.
They'd never be able to land because there's a lot of hot air around
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Coming up on our show, the African American voting bloc